Chip, when you scored the touchdown to go ahead, did you feel like they had more than enough time on the clock to go down there on the other side of the field to score?
No, I mean, I thought our defense did a really good job in the second half. And, the kickoff obviously hurt, giving them a start to get over the 50. Just and then it made it a short field. You're just trying to get 15, 20 yards, put yourself in the field goal range. So, I thought after we scored, if we could pin them down deep and then get a start, I thought we had a shot on it.
Were you able to tell what happened on that kickoff return at the end?
No, I know it bounced out to their sideline side after. I couldn't exactly tell you, but we didn't get enough depth on it. He didn't hit the ball very well on kickoffs all day. So, the ball obviously in this weather wasn't really traveling very far. So.
Chip, what do you say to your team after a loss like this that ends this season? What did you say to you in the locker rooms?
I just told them I was proud of them, and for us being together for such a short amount of time, and how they acted and how they came to work every single day as a staff, how much we appreciated them, and how they made this, from a work environment standpoint, a really special feeling every single day when you go to the NovaCare Center, and just thank them for that.
Chip, why did it take so long to get Deshaun Jackson going?
Yeah, I don't know. We had some things called early, and it's their rush got to us a little bit. Took a couple sacks. It was one of those deals. We tried the first couple of plays at the beginning of the second half. We're trying to get the ball to them, but we took sacks again and didn't get the ball out in time. So.
Were they doing anything special against him?
No, they did. No, they played a little bit more zone than they did coming in. They had coming in. But I'll give credit to Rob. Rob did a nice job. He had a really good game plan.
The running game had a pretty good night. What did you see from them?
Yeah, and I think I thought their backs ran extremely hard. They were running downhill. If you told me going in, they're going to hold Jimmy Graham to 3 catches, I think that's what he had. That'd be a pretty good deal. But give them credit. They did a really good job of running the football against us, which is a little bit uncharacteristic of us. We've done a pretty good job of that all year long. But.
Chip, when you look at the scope of the season and obviously some of the things that have happened, where's your confidence in Alex Henry moving forward?
We'll address that moving forward. We're not playing again tomorrow. So.
Chip, you guys actually won the turnover battle but you lost the game. I think that might have been the first time this year. I mean, would you have thought that could have turned out that way? We should have been so good at protecting the ball.
No, I mean, we did a good job protecting the ball, but we didn't do a very good job offensively of capitalizing off of their turnovers. We had the one with Fletch that we got down in there, and then we got the first down, and then the screen pass went backwards, then we got a sack and took us out of there. So, part of the turnover thing, as I've talked about before, is if our defense does create them for them, now we need to do something with them offensively. We didn't capitalize offensively the way we need to when our defense creates turnovers like that.
What were the Saints doing to bottle up LaShawn McCoy, especially in the beginning of the game?
They were just doing a real good job of getting off of blocks and making plays. And there were some times that it could have probably been locked up a little bit cleaner, but there were some other times where it looked like there were some things there. So, we're trying to get them going. We know we're a run team. I don't know what he finished with for carries wise, but I thought we could get him moving a little bit better. But they did a better job than us in executing.
And how much do you think Nick Foles was affected by the moment early in the game? Did you sense any of that, Chip?
I didn't sense any of that from him personally. I think there's some plays everybody wants back, but I didn't sense that there was anything from him on the sideline that he was affected by the moment.
He made a lot of smart decisions all season long, but a couple of the sacks that he took, the intentional grounding, did they kind of surprise you? I mean, it seemed out of character.
Yeah, I just think we didn't play well enough to win, and that's on all of us. I got to put him in better position calling plays. And, I think that's something that all of us will want when you go out here. There'll be a lot of plays that I think, as a play caller and as a person executing them, you're going to probably all want back. So.
But not many people expected the season to turn out the way it did. I know it's difficult with the loss, but can you reflect now upon what you did, taking a 4-12 team, turning it around, winning the NFC East, and getting a field goal away from reaching the second round?
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right that it's probably a little too soon for that. I just, I thought we were going to be a good team when I met these guys for the first time because I know how hard they worked and how they wanted to invest in this. And then I watched it, firsthand, and then come to work every single day and really invest in this whole process. So it's just disappointing right now. But I don't think us winning the division or getting to the playoffs was a surprise to us. I just think everybody's really disappointed that we're not moving forward.
Now, you're big on points off the turnovers. Can you talk about the second quarter sequence that ended with the missed field goal by Henry and had the Nick Foles sack in there? Just what you saw and kind of the importance of that particular.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't execute well enough to. We need to come away with 7 instead of 3 to begin with, and we ended up trying to kick a field goal. And I don't even know how long that was. 48. It's the same thing. I think they did a better job than us at executing those situations. Their red zone defense better than our red zone offense.
In that sequence, any thought of kicking the field goal rather than going for it on 4th down?
What?
In that sequence, you were just talking about back in the start of the second quarter, you went for it on 4th down rather than kicking
Nah,
the
because
field
it was
goal.
close. The 4th down that we got. Yeah, it was. No, I thought we should have got it on 3rd down. So maybe it was a reaction of if we're going to win this football game, it's the same feeling I had the Vikings game. We got to be able to gain a half a yard, and we did. But then, we had a screen that went backwards and then took a sack that pushed us way back. Those are things that we talked about, but we didn't do a good enough job.
Was there a number that Phip had as far as Henry's pregame kicks and what he could do? Did you guys?
Yeah, we talked about that in every game.
And what was that number that?
We felt like he was going to be inside of 50. He would have been okay. That's what he kicked in warm-up. So, could we get the ball to the 30? Which ended up being a 40-yard field goal, so 48-yard field goal. So.
On that sack, would you like Nick to throw it away in that situation, or did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I don't know what was going on in his mind. I don't know where the coverage was and those things. But obviously, we'd rather be back to the line of scrimmage if we can in those situations. And he knows. We talked about it when he came off and after that drive. So.
When you look at certain plays that you weren't able to get, does the one catch that Riley Cooper could have had over the middle? I mean, that seemed like it would have been a pretty big gainer for you guys.
Could have been, but I mean, we didn't lose this football game because we had a drop in the 3rd quarter. So I think we all contribute to it. You can go through every play and look at it and say, if we did this or did that, there may have been just a block we missed here or a cut we missed there, and it's the same thing. But obviously, that was something that's uncharacteristic. I thought Riley made some really big catches for us today too. So
Saints had 20 of their 26 points in the second half. Do you attribute that to Brees just kind of regaining his form, or was there something?
No, I mean, it was a combination of a couple of things. I thought they ran the ball really well, which I thought was, especially with Thomas being out, was a little bit different. You got a little bit more of Ingram, but I thought Ingram, first time really seeing him in person, did a really good job. So I think both of us kind of got our feet underneath us a little bit in the second half, but we got a chance to go down and score and take the lead, but we couldn't stop it. So.
Do you think the weather was affecting the quarterbacks at all and how they were throwing the ball downfield, especially?
I think a little bit. I don't think the ball traveled, whether from a kick standpoint or a throw standpoint, just because of the cold. But it wasn't, it's always the same for both, so it's not an excuse. Drew dealt with the same thing that Nick dealt with.
And what were you guys able to do defensively on the shoot? Pretty much.
I thought Billy had a good game plan going in terms of trying to take him out of things. But I'll give Sean and Drew credit that I think they realized that and went to some different things. So you still have to defend the whole field.
Okay. Thanks, guys.